your knees nice and wide. And stretch your arms out overhead. Let your forehead fall to the floor and get really nice and cozy here in your body. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And then open your mouth wide and exhale. 5 more breaths, just like that. Resting in child's pose. Not doing a whole lot of anything quite yet. Maybe setting a little intention for your practice. Take one more deep breath in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. And inhale, lift your body up onto all fours, setting your shoulders above your wrists, hips above your knees. Drop your belly down, roll those shoulder blades back, really open up through your chest. And when the exhale arrives, puff between your shoulder blades, round into your upper back, and look right to your tummy. A few more times, just like that. Starting to loosen up a tight, tender body. Good. Take one more big round of cat-cow. Settle in neutral. Pause here. Right away, start to engage your core. Stretch your right arm up alongside your right ear and kick your left leg back. Hold here and start to breathe. Start to breathe in and out through your nose. Just pausing. Yeah. Lower that hand, lower that knee down. Engage through your core. Opposite limbs come up. So this is your right leg stretching back and your left arm reaching forward. Notice what's happening in your lower back. Pull your belly in a little more. Maybe pull up through that right armpit. And that'll do. Lower your hands, your knees down. Flex your feet. And sit back on your heels. So you're sitting right up. Take your hands, spread your fingers really wide, and just flick with your fingers. Good. And then take fists with your hands. Drop your fists down. Oh, this feels so nice. Walk your fists. Just rock your fists from side to side. Sometimes it's hard when I'm teaching not to vocally express how good certain things feel, but this feels really good. Roll your wrists all the way around and take your wrists in the other direction. Place your hands together now, interlace your fingers and push your fingers down, round into your upper back. Push your palms forward, keep rounding, and then as your arms come up towards the ceiling, lift your heart and chest up, reach your palms up. I know your feet are screaming right now. Can you engage your core, drawing your tailbone down, take a big breath in. And then exhale, go ahead, just place your hands down on your thighs, walk your hands forward, turn onto the tops of your feet and tap them on the floor. Good, we'll do lots of little wrist breaks, but if you need to take a break and do wrist stretches independently, you can. Take your right arm, reach your right arm forward, and now stretch your left leg back. Pull your belly button in. This time, can we integrate movement? So tap your knee to your elbow, straighten it all back out. Tap your knee to your elbow, and straighten it out. Good, keep going for 8. Pushing through that left palm, 7. 6, right away, starting to feel and build heat. Here's 4. Push through that left heel as it comes back. That's 3, 2, and 1. Pull into extension, breathe in here, and then lower the right hand down, straight away into the other side. So find your steadiness first. Just suck that belly button in. Push through your right heel. Puff under your right armpit. Take a breath in, and then exhale. We start to pulse. Opening and closing with so much steadiness in the body and steadiness in the breath that you're not wiggly wobbly from side to side. You're like a Wonder Woman version of yourself. 4, 3. Here's 2. Last one, hold it in extension and then release your hands. This time, could you sit back onto your heels, but the tops of your feet are flat on the floor? Take your hands, inhale, reach your arms up. Good, exhale, lower your hands down to your heart, interlace your palms, push your palms down, round into your upper back, stay rounded as you press your palms forward, and then move into extension so your heart opens when your arms come up. Let's just pause here, push your palms towards the ceiling, inhale. On the exhale, just engage your core. Good, lower your hands down alongside your body. Perfect, come back onto all fours. Setting your knees below your hips, wrists below your shoulders. And now can you take your left knee, open it out to the side, and take a great big circle. Try to glue that left heel to your bum. It probably won't actually even touch your bum, but you can try. That's nice. And then take circles in the opposite direction. And I know you're tilting over towards your right. It's really hard not to, but try to bring that right hip a little more through center. Tighten up your core and straighten out your lower back. Good. Take your left leg, stretch your left leg all the way back behind you, and then bend your left knee in. Open it out towards the left, like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant, and pull it back through center. Stretch your leg out. Let's point the toes this entire time. Bend your left knee in, open it out, pull it through center, and extend. Now try to stay contracted through your core. Grounded through the entire surface of each palm. And imagine your right hip was against a wall and it couldn't move over towards the right anymore. You're doing great. Let's take one more. And the next time that left knee opens out towards the left, could you pulse? So it's these really awkward, tiny glute burning pulses to the side for 10, 9, 8, 7, push through both palms, core is strong, 3, 2, 1. Take that left leg out into extension. Open the left leg out towards the left, tap it down and touch the floor. Lift it back up, cross it all the way over your body like a rainbow shape and tap it towards the right side of the floor. Pull it back up, you're drawing that rainbow shape, and tap the foot down. If your wrists are not happy, this section you can do from your elbows. But make sure you're choosing to do that because of your wrists, not because of your right butt cheek. You're pushing your body a little harder than we usually do today. For 3, make your rainbow arc here really slow. For 2. Good. Last one. Lift that left leg up and then lower it down. Take your hands alongside your body. Knees are nice and close and tuck back into a little turtle pose. Let your shoulders and your wrists relax. This is a good spot to roll your wrists around. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Start to creep your hands forward. Pull your body up onto all fours. For good measure, could you take one cat-cow? So drop your belly down, roll your shoulders back. And then unwind with a big puffy upper back. And come back through center. Stabilize in center. Think about contracting or knitting in through your core. Kick your right leg back. Good. And then bring your right leg in. And let's open it out towards the right. Drop that right knee down. Kick it back into extension. Bring the right knee in. And open it towards the right. So you're moving through these back leg extensions and these lateral or side openings. Think of that image, you're a puppy and you're opening up that right hip to pee on a fire hydrant. You need lots of room and you have to go slow or else you'll get it everywhere. As if a puppy would care, right? Pulsing that hip in and out, back and forth here. 4, 5. Go slower. 4. Here's 3. 2. Good. Last one. Open it up to the side. Hold there. Can you pulse for 10, 9, 8, belly in, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick your right leg all the way back out. Open it towards the right. Tap your toes to the floor and then rainbow arc over to the other side. Tap them down in the other direction. Now that's the action. Keep your whole pelvic structure strong and straight. Know you can come down onto your elbows if your wrists are not happy here. And turn the pace down. So in these long, repetitive movements in Pilates, it's not about going fast. In fact, I believe that going slower can actually get us a little bit deeper into some of these muscle groups. Moving here for one more. And then drop that right knee down. And this time, keep your hips just above your knees. Reach your hands forward. Let your belly, not your belly, let your chest and your forehead fall to the floor. This is Anahatasana, melting heart pose. Take a big breath in through your nose. And exhale out through your mouth. Perfection. Roll your body back up onto all fours here. Take your right foot and step your right foot between your hands. Walk that right foot forward until the knee is above the ankle. Release your arms, reach your right arm all the way back. Reach it towards your left foot. Maybe bend into your left knee and catch the foot with your hand. That will release some of the front of your thigh. You can lean your right thigh over to the right, maybe even peeling off the inner line of your right foot. Really good. Let's unravel that. And then walk your hands halfway down your yoga mat. Pick up your right leg. Pick up your right foot. Toes are facing your knee. And fold forward by any amount over that right leg. Getting deep into your hamstring here. Try shifting your hips a little to the right or a little to the left. You might stretch out that glute too. Perfect. Walk your hands forward. Push into your hands. Flex your back foot so that left leg comes off the floor. And pull back into a downward facing dog. Just pedal things out here for 5 breaths. Lower down onto your knees. Look forward. Step your left foot forward just to the outside of your left fingers. Drop onto the top of your right foot. And now scoop your left arm all the way up. Take that big, big opening through the arm. Bend into your back knee. If you can, reach back and grab the foot. Push through your right fingers. Keep your rotating open, sinking your pelvis down. That right quad's getting a nice big stretch here. Let that stretch go. Bring the right hand down beside the left hand down beside the right, and walk your hands back. You can frame your leg with your palms. Start to fold forward and play with this shape a little, moving your hips, moving your torso until you find the right version of this stretch. Even if you try to just move your pinky, your left pinky toe a little more to the left or a little more to the right, you'll feel that sensation in a different place. Good. Stamp your left foot down. Walk your hands forward. Can you push back? Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide. Exhale here. From here, step both feet towards the top of your yoga mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale into a fold. And then bend deeper into your knees. Reach your arms up. Come all the way up to standing. All the way up to standing. Good. And hold there in standing. Catch your breath. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. You can move your blanket from your mat if you've got a blanket on your mat. And step your feet hip distance apart. Actually a bit bigger than hip distance apart. Toes can point out in either direction. Let's inhale, hands to our heart as we sit down into a squat. Exhale, hands alongside your body. Scoop your bum cheeks together and reach your pelvis forward. Good. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift up. Right? Plain vanilla squat feels easy because we've only done 3, but we'll keep moving. And as you come in and out of this deep seat, can you focus on or prioritize pushing through the heels to come up? Letting the body lower down, push through the heels to come up. You got it. And then really, really anchor both bum cheeks towards one another when you do come up. Keep going for 5. Light on the toes. 4. Good. Breathing. 3. Out through your mouth if you're feeling too hot. 2. Last 1. Let's come down into a pause, hands at your heart, and just start to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Hold here. Lift up your right heel and drop it back down. Lift up your left heel, drop it back down. Whole body lowers a little more. Lift up your right heel, drop it back down. Lift up your left heel, drop it back down. Get lower. Lift up both heels, drop them down. Lift up both heels, drop them down. 4, 5, you got this. 4, burning quads. 3, good. 2, last 1, drop those heels, come all the way up. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, could you fold forward, right over your legs. Inhale, lift up half away. Exhale, plant your palms and step back into a downward facing dog. Just bend into one knee and then the next. Good, and now look forward, step your right foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of your left foot. Inhale, hands just to heart center. Just to heart center. So you're in this nice, very familiar lunge, right? Take a big breath in. Exhale, sink deeper into that right knee. Good. Inhale, arms come alongside your body. Lift that left leg up. Step it up so it feels like the knee is lifting up towards the face. And then exhale, step back down. Inhale, lift that leg up. Exhale, step it back down. This requires incredible balance and focus, stability through the core. Good. Absolute focus in your breath and your drishti, or your focal point with your eyes. And strong, strong glutes. You got this for 3, 2, last 1. Can we add on? Keep that left knee lifted. Keep that left knee lifted. Lean forward and kick your left leg back. And then come back up, lift that left knee again. Lean forward, kick that left leg back. We're gonna try this one more time. Lean forward, kick your left leg back. Can you pulse that left leg in the air? So it's coming up just 2 or 3 inches for 10, 9, 8, then there's rest. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Come to stand. One hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Close your eyes. And just feel. Nice work. Take your feet a little bit wider than before. Toes point out 45 degrees. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Remember, exhale through your mouth if you start to feel really hot. And then track the knees over your third toes. Bring your hands to your heart. Good. And come back up. Coming down into a squat and lift back up. So the hands can continue to come to the heart. We're just doing a bit of a wider squat. And if it hurts your knees, go back to the regular squat we started with. Or you can move your hands from your heart, opening them out to the side. And this is one of those movements where if you had weighted balls, little Pilates balls, or little 2 or 3 pound weights, you could add them to your hands so your biceps and your triceps get a little bit of exercise here too. A little bit more exercise. They're definitely getting some. Good. Remember those cues. You're pushing your pubic bone forward, squeezing your bum cheeks together. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hold it at the bottom. Take your hands, open them out, spread your fingers really wide, and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Can you lift your right heel? Drop it down. Lift your left heel, drop it down. Right heel lifts, release. Left heel lifts, release. Sink your hips lower, lift up both heels. Hold here. Arms are at the side, fingers spread wide, belly pulling in. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, almost there, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Good job. Step to the top of your yoga mat. Catch your breath. Take a breath in. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold right down to your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. We'll do one more side of that same sequence we did before, and then it's all down onto our back. Look forward, step your left foot between your hands. Really squeeze your inner thighs together. So your whole body feels steady and strong here, and pull your hands up to your chest. Starting position, super important. Make sure that left foot is grounded. Equally grounded through the four corners of your feet. Find something to look at that's completely still. And then kick off through that back leg. Hands are at your heart. Lift the knee up towards the face and step it back down. Knee lifts up and step it back down. And that's the movement. So you're just pulling your body in and out of this lunge. And you know the movement now from the previous side. Can you try to do this with a graceful, soft release? So that right foot, when it hits the floor, it's not like plunk or thunk. It's soft. Let's go for 3. Good. 4, 2. Almost there. Last one. Pull the leg up. Pause here. Now you could stay here or lean forward, kick the leg back. Change your mind, come back up through center, knee lifts up. Lean forward, kick the leg back. Come up through center, knee lifts. Last time, lean forward, kick the leg back, hold. Let's flex the foot and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, close your eyes. Big breath comes in. And a big breath comes out. Incredible. Come to sit down on your yoga mat. Come to sit down on your yoga mat. And take your legs really wide. Open your arms really wide. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, reach over to the right or reach over to the right with your left hand. And the opposite hand can come behind you if you have room. Pull back through center, open your arms wide. Other direction. This is called the saw, if you'd like a morbid visual. We were reading the Guinness Book of World Records of 2023 to our kids this morning, and one of the records was for a man who had juggled the most amount of chainsaws at once. And it really got me thinking, like, how do you end up there? How does that become your life, where you're working towards the world record in juggling chainsaws? I don't know. Come back through center, take your arms, open them wide, lift your heart, lift your chest, breathe in. And then breathe out. Just tuck your feet in so your knees are crossed. Take your right hand down beside you. Either take your left hand to the back of your head and start to lean over to the side, or stretch that arm all the way out. Getting a nice big stretch through your back body. Let's pull it through center or take it to the other side. The hand that's bending over might come to the back of your head. This feels really supported. or it can stretch out, and that'll give you a bit of a deeper stretch through your side body. Nice, come back in through center. Go ahead and lie down on your back. Lie right down on your back. We'll do some fun bridge work. Start with your hands right on your pelvis. They're in this little garlic bulb shape. So your pointer fingers are pointing down to your lady parts, and your thumbs are resting against your belly button-ish. And then do a few tiny pelvic tilts. And what I mean by that is just draw your pubic bone in towards your pointer fingers, and then take them away. Arc your lower back so it comes away from the floor, and it feels like your belly is pushing towards your thumbs. So when you draw your pubic bone into your pointer fingers, your lower back pushes into the floor, and that opposite action takes lower back away from the floor. Try it one more time. A nice little reset. Perfect. Hug your heels in, so they're just beneath your knees. But if you feel knee pain as we do this work, you can move your feet further away or closer. And set your hands alongside your body. Take a breath in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth as you lift your pelvis up. In through your nose as you lower halfway. Out through your mouth as you lift up. Okay, so following that breath pattern, can you continually pulse your pelvis up and down, only going halfway, so the bum doesn't touch the ground at all? You've got it. And just like our squats from standing, when your bum lifts up, the butt cheeks squish towards one another. Nice little warm up for this sequence. We'll keep going for 5. Here's 4. Looking right down towards your belly button. 2. On 1, hold your pelvis at the top. Hold your pelvis at the top. Check this out. Imagine I would have put a weight on your left hip, and your left hip started to fall towards the left. Right hip jacks up a little. So now your legs are, or your hips are sloped. A marble would fall down to the left. Can you do that? And then pull back through center, and we move the weight to the right hip, and the marble would fall down from your left hip bone off that right side. Pull back up through center. Same thing on the other side. Weighing down your left hip, pull through neutral, and weigh down your right hip. Pull through neutral, hold here. Now imagine you have a squishy ball, one of those gorgeous balls, those Pilates balls between your legs, and try to squish your legs together just a bit, and then release. So you'll feel this in the outer glutes. You could imagine it was a balloon that you're trying to pop between your thighs. So this isn't a big movement. And the whole time you're doing it, your hips are really high, squishing that imaginary balloon between your thighs, trying to pop it. 4, 5, 4, 3. You're doing great. 2. Last 1, lower your bum and your back down to the floor. Hug your left knee in towards your chest, just your left knee. Straighten your right leg down on your yoga mat. Take a big breath in. Exhale, take your right hand to the outside of your left leg and cross that left leg over your body. Bend at your left elbow, look over your left shoulder. Breathe here. Come back through center. As you do that, put your left ankle across your right thigh, interlace your hands behind your thigh or in front of your shin. Use your left elbow to push that left thigh away. Maybe lean a little to the right or to the left, down or up, so you find that really sweet stretch. And now take your left leg, unwrap it, stretch your left leg long, and just hug your right knee in towards your chest. Ooh, my whole hip just cracked. I wonder if you heard that. Take your left palm across your right thigh and stretch that left leg over, or your right leg, sorry, over your body. Look over your right shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. A few breaths here. Thank you. Come back through center. Place your right ankle across your left thigh. Hands come behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Breathe there. Take 5 breaths right here. Maybe shifting your hips a little so it feels really nice in your body. Brilliant. Place the soles of your feet back down on the floor. Good. Separate your knees about hip distance apart. And this time, can you really imprint your lower back into the floor so you'll feel your ribs getting, or your core getting strong. Now lift both knees up to hip height. Let's point our toes. Good. Can you simply keep your core engaged, keep your lower back touching the floor as you drop your right toes, and then your left toes down to the floor. And it's kind of cool to have your hands on your belly and actually feel your muscles engaged, like they're in there. Even if they don't look like they're in there in bikini photos, they're in there. They're just hiding behind all of that extra skin that our sweet babies gave us during pregnancy. But we have abs, mamas. Good. That's easy, right? Nice, simple toe taps. Bring your both knees back up through neutral. Good. Take both arms and reach them up overhead. And now what if you tap your left toes down at the same time as you reach your right arm back, and then come back through center. So a nice coordinated movement here. And the tricky part here is, can you keep imprinting your lower back into the floor, but also breathe? Yeah. Extending. And you'll start slowly but surely to feel the work here along your bum, maybe along your hamstrings. Good. The next time your arms come up, keep them up. Reach your fingers towards the ceiling like you're trying to touch the ceiling. Legs are still lifted. And then depress your shoulders back into the floor. Reach your shoulders away and depress them back into the floor. One more time. Good. Now take your hands, interlace your hands behind your head. Elbows are wide today. And the head is heavy in the hands. Take a big breath in. Exhale, extend your right leg, tap your left leg with your right elbow and pull back through center. Always keeping your head, neck, and shoulders as much as you can off the floor. Notice we're not going fast. This is the slowest little bicycle curl you'll do, because I'd like you to ensure that when you're curling in, it's not just your head that's lifting towards your knee. In fact, it's your pubic bone squishing towards your belly button, picking your body up and driving it towards that oblique work on either side. Remember to breathe out through your nose when it starts to feel like a lot. Nice and slow for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, bring your knees back, bring your head back, hold your head at neutral. Could you pulse? This is the hardest part, at least in my body. Head, neck, and shoulders off the floor. Think about drawing that belly button towards your pubic bone, and you're pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, tiny, tiny movements, 2, 1. Nice drop. Hug your knees into your chest, rock from side to side. Take a few big breaths in and take a few big breaths out. Delicious, right? Let's see. Do we have time for one more? I think we do. Here's a fun move. Take your legs and stretch your legs long on your mat. So you think you're going into Shavasana, but we're not going to do Shavasana today. And take your arms, reach them up overhead, arms alongside your ears. Take a big breath in. And now as you exhale, reach your arms up first. And when your arms get up right above your shoulders, tuck your chin to your chest, and can you lift your whole body up and then fold it over your legs. That's called a Pilates roll up. And you know what? When I first did my Pilates teacher training, I couldn't do this. It took me 3 weeks of straight Pilates training before I could roll up without jerking my body up or using momentum. So if that's your situation, that's okay. You can try this a few different ways. You can try bending your knees a little bit. You could use your hands to help you get up. You could just opt out entirely. But give it a whirl. Give it a try 3 times. And after that 3rd time, find yourself up somehow. Flex your feet, catch the outside edges of your feet. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, fold. Fold right in, let everything go. 5 breaths in this deep, deep spinal stretch. Good. Inhale, bring your head, neck, and shoulders back up. Set the soles of your feet together. Hug your heels right in towards your pelvis. Lengthen through your heart. Pull forward again. And push your thighs away with your elbows. Push your thighs into your elbows. This is a really active Baddha Konasana. Ground through your sit bones and lengthen out the crown of your head. Amazing. Pull back up through center. Knees come together. Cross your legs. Cross your legs. Take your right hand, reach your right hand over towards that left leg. Walk your left hand behind you. Find a big spinal twist. 3 breaths in this deep twist. Move your body back through center. Take it around the other direction. 3 breaths here. Let's come back through neutral. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes, you've moved your body, your breath, your brain, set an intention to take you through the rest of your day. I will be less busy. I will find space for me. Maybe it's just 10 breaths. Set an intention for yourself for the rest of your day. Swallow it up with a big inhale. And exhale, bow your head into your hands. Thank yourself for practicing. Thank you always for practicing. Namaste.